conditions to start off the new month, and we're mostly dry for now, but as we go into the weekend, we will see some pretty good chances of rain and even thunderstorms. I'll have all the details coming up.
Now at 10, today is International Workers' Day, how a local organization is showing support for workers' rights. Plus, saying goodbye to a former Georgia lawmaker. We'll have reactions from local leaders straight ahead. And Governor Brian Kemp signing bills into law. We'll have the breakdown as your news at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 and 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, I'm Hannah McDonald. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with May 1st being International Workers' Day, and one local organization took to the streets in protest of support of workers' rights. And for Augusta's Charter Review Committee, the question is, will haste make waste? The committee is charged with recommending changes to the city charter. The chair is pushing for a goal of December to finish the work. This would allow the changes to go before voters next year.
I believe a committee always has to have a goal. And if it's an open-ended process, it will drag out as long as you are allowed. And so it is a worthy goal to try to put it on the ballot when all the city affairs are taken care of in May of 26.
A motion to add 5 more meetings this year to the schedule was approved, however, not with overwhelming support. The vote was 6-5. It's time now for our first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. How's the weather looking this week, Jenna?
Well, it's looking pretty nice. I mean, we do need the rain. It was a super dry month, so the rain this weekend will be beneficial, but of course I don't want it to impact any of your outdoor plans, and we'll get into all the details with that in a moment. But right now it's completely dry. Here's a live look in on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Swainsboro. Things are quiet, and as for today's almanac, no rain today. We had a low of 57, so pretty close to average, but then our high today was a whole 6 degrees above average. We got to 88 for the second day in a row, and right now we're still sitting very comfortable in those lower 70s. 73 in Barnwell, 72 in Augusta, Swainsboro, you're at 73, Gibson at 71, 72 in Sparta, so everyone is still in the 70s at the 10 o'clock hour. Dew points are in the 60s, and we even had dew points up to the 70-degree mark earlier, and that would be up around McCormick and Lincoln County, where they had a strong storm come through. So believe it or not, even though most of us were completely dry, we did have a couple of those storms. And that will be the case tomorrow as well, some pop-up activity as we get into the afternoon. Winds are coming out of the south, only up to around 6 miles per hour. Our satellite and radar is showing the cloudy conditions still, but as we zoom out, most of the rain is up to our north, and then we also have some more showers and storms out to the west of us in Texas, some severe storms even. And we have this cold front draped across the country, and that'll eventually get to our area on Saturday, bringing us that higher chance of rain. Tomorrow morning, dry and partly cloudy in those low 60s. Looking ahead, just a 20% chance of rain tomorrow, and then up to a 60% chance on Saturday. I'll have a look at your futurecast and 10-day forecast coming up. Back to you, Hannah.
Thanks, Jenna. The community continues to come together to support the family of Columbia County Deputy Brandon Sykes as well as Deputy Gavin White. The Columbia County Unity fundraiser will take place May 10th at Augusta Christian Schools and will have many local businesses, a silent auction, and a car show in efforts to raise money for the deputies' families. 100% of the donations and proceeds from the event will go back to the families. Organizers wanting to show their support and respect to everything the officers did during Saturday night's shooting.
A ton of support from our community, and we're proud that everyone is stepping up for a great cause.
We're really just trying to be the bridge to bring everybody together.
The event will take place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. The silent auction tickets are now on sale. For more information on how to purchase or donate on WJBF.com. Former Georgia lawmaker Ben Harbin has passed away. Harbin was found dead Wednesday night at the Fairfield Inn on Washington Road. He represented District 122 in the Georgia State House from 1994 until 2015. He resigned in July of 2015 to become a lobbyist. Leaders across Georgia took to social media to express their sorrow at the news of Harbin's death. Columbia County Commissioner Trey Allen said, quote, "I'm simply heartbroken. Ben Harbin was a loving father, a dedicated public servant, and most of all, to a lucky few, a fearless friend," end quote. Harbin's longtime friend and colleague Superior Court Judge Barry Fleming says he was shocked at the news and that he will be missed.
He was a great guy. I mean, he's kind of one of those people that you would like to hang around with. He was fun, gregarious, always had a smile on his face. Professionally, he was very dedicated to his work as a state representative.
Coroner Bowen says Harbin's death appears to be of natural causes and is still under investigation. He was 61 years old. Reactions are pouring in following Harbin's death. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp issued a statement this morning. He called Harbin a dedicated public servant and said he helped balance our state budget and maintain our AAA bond rating during the most difficult financial time in modern history, the Great Recession. Governor Kemp was in Savannah signing multiple bills into law. Among them, a new law that protects the right to use in vitro fertilization, or IVF, to have children, and one that would end sub-minimum wages. Sarah Smith explains.
Protecting the health and well-being of Georgians isn't something we take lightly.
Maternal, mental, physical health, all issues addressed in the 6 bills signed by Governor Brian Kemp.
Quite honestly, we rejected the one-size-fits-none government-run approach to health care like many advocate for.
Kemp says that means health care for all. One of the bills signed, Senate Bill 55, aims to make sure everyone, regardless of if they have a disability or not, earns at least the federal minimum wage of $7.25. Senator Billy Hickman from Statesboro sponsored the legislation. He says there are about 10 community rehabilitation centers across the state now paying people with disabilities below minimum wage, in some cases only 22 cents an hour. Hickman tells me he became passionate about this issue when it became personal.
I lost hearing in 60% of the year in one of my ears and 40% in another ear. So it really has caused me to understand more of when people have disabilities, how it affects them.
Another bill with personal ties to many, House Bill 428. Sponsored by Representative Layman Franklin, it provides more access to in vitro fertilization procedures. Senator Ben Watson sponsored the bill in the Senate. He told about the IVF journey involving Representative Franklin and his wife, Laurie.
They had tried unsuccessfully for years, and she is due here in about 3 weeks as a result of in vitro fertilization.
Other bills addressing maternal mortality and drug abuse treatment.
Let's not be mistaken. There is still more work to be done.
Coming up, a local park is getting some upgrades. We'll have the breakdown after Jenna's forecast.
A very warm start to the month, but cooler temperatures are headed our way. Before we get to that, though, we will have the chance of rain this weekend. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast right after this break. Danny. See me after class. Okay, so, Jennifer?
Danny, I got this notice from school. We need to talk. This is important. We need to talk.
Danny! Class.
Danny! She's overdosing.
When no one else knows what to do, it's gotta be you. Carry naloxone. You can save a life.
The CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by Goodwill. The CSRA. It's full of interesting people, fascinating stories, and plenty of stunning sights to see. Join Brendan Dawson as he hits the road, experiencing the fun adventures and wonderful people of the place we call home. These are your towns, your stories, and we assure you it's worth the drive. No matter the mode of transportation, come along for the ride. Your hometown road trip. Wednesdays at 12:30 on WJBF News Channel 6. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Yesterday we had a very special guest. This is Madison Olms. She is a recent Penn State meteorology and atmospheric science graduate. And I know, and pretty much every meteorologist in the country knows, that Penn State has an incredible program. So I know she is going to have a very bright future in meteorology. And she already did fantastic here, especially her second time around. She came here in March, and then she came back yesterday. And yesterday she got to try out presenting severe thunderstorm warnings and talking about tornado warnings, and you can see that here. She did a fantastic job on the green screen, and I had so much fun hanging out with her over the past couple of months. And I hope to see you again sometime in the summer, Madison. I'm wishing you the best of luck. Thank you for spending some time here at WJBF. All right, Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Waynesboro showing a nice quiet night. We're sitting at a comfortable 72 degrees, a southeast wind of 6 miles per hour, dew points in the lower 60s, upper 60s now in McCormick, the rest of us in the lower 70s. And our satellite radar is showing some pop-up showers and storms here and there with a cold front to our north. This is connected to a low pressure system bringing a lot of rain to parts of the northeast and around the Great Lakes region. Now for us tomorrow, it's still going to be a mostly dry day, just a slight chance of some showers and storms in the afternoon, then a higher chance of rain on Saturday. The Peach Blossom Festival is happening in Johnston, and I still recommend going if you can, or doing any sort of activity outside, because it's not going to be a complete washout. You'll just want to bring the rain gear with you and try to make those plans for as early as possible on Saturday before the rain gets here. Here's a look at tomorrow at 2 p.m. Up to this point, it's going to be dry, so no rain tonight or early tomorrow morning. But by the time we get into tomorrow evening, a few storms could fire up here and there. I'm not really expecting severe weather or really even anything strong. By Saturday morning, still some lingering showers, on and off cloud cover. And then you can see as we go throughout the day on Saturday, it's looking pretty good all the way up until around 4 o'clock. If you're in our northwestern counties, you'll see the rain first, but we could still have some pop-up cells here, so keep that in mind, especially if you're at the Peach Blossom Festival. You can see here our model indicating a cell nearby. I mean, that's just a general idea of what could be happening, and just like with any type of summertime pattern, these storms can fire up very randomly. It's hard to predict the exact location, but more widespread rain comes through Saturday night, and that will continue into Sunday. So here's our long-range futurecast. Once again, Saturday morning, really not seeing much. As we go into the afternoon, a few showers, and then the more widespread rain takes over Saturday night. And some of these showers will linger into our Sunday morning as well. And we have the possibility of some strong to severe storms on Saturday. Our main threats would be damaging winds and hail. A low chance of flooding, but some of these storms could dump some heavy rain, so isolated flooding concerns, always a possibility there. As we go into next week, we're sunny and dry on Monday and Tuesday for the most part, and then next week cooling down, highs in the upper 70s by next weekend with more chances of rain.
We had just talked about the Peach Festival before the show started, so hopefully the rain will kind of clear up before we can all go.
Yes, I'm hoping so.
Yes. Well, the city of North Augusta is working to improve Creighton Park. It's next to the Living History Park off West Spring Grove Avenue. Once complete, it'll have slides, a zip line, balance beam, climbing walls, and much more.
And so now with our ARPA funds, the capital sales tax, and our capital project fund, we have enough money to come in here and redo this park. And I have to say, Hurricane Helene helped with that. She got rid of most of it.
The park is expected to reopen in the next couple of months. Coming up, the latest in the investigation of a hit and run injuring children on Sullivan's Island. We'll have the details up next.
Hello, my name is Clyde.
Well, we've got a lot of spring sports high school teams still in action, including the nationally ranked Harlem baseball team trying to make it 45 straight. Sports is next.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
We are still tracking all of the high school state tournament action throughout the area, and it's starting to get intense as we get closer to state championship games and matches. Let's take you to Harlem tonight. The Harlem Bulldogs coming in against the solid Whitewater squad. Bulldogs sporting their national ranking in 43-game win streak, but if you know Coach Jimmy Lewis, you know the only thing that matters to him is one game at a time. So a 22-win Whitewater squad coming in respectful but not intimidated. Harlem takes the first game in a 6-0 shutout, but the Wildcats turned up the pitching and the defense in game 2, and they snapped that 44-game win streak with a 2-1 win over Harlem in game 2. First Harlem loss since April 2024. It forces a decisive game 3 Friday at 4 p.m. in Harlem. In between games, Coach Lewis talked about the importance of that game, too, in a best-of-3 series.
Steven hit a home run, and, Dominique pitched a very good ball game, shutting them out. They shut out a real good baseball team, of which we've only won one game. We still got to win another one. So our focus is on trying to win this next one. The first one don't mean nothing now. We got to win the second one.
Staying in Harlem, the girls' soccer team saw their season come to an end Thursday night as it ran up against a buzzsaw in defending state champion Oconee County. Despite the Bulldogs coming in with a 17-1 mark overall and undefeated region record, the Warriors easily dispatched Harlem 8-0 Thursday night. Harlem still with a stellar season. It ends in the Class 3A Sweet 16. Now in tennis, here are some other teams that have advanced into the GHSA state playoffs. On the girls' side, the Lakeside Panthers are in the Final Four, playing on May 10th in Class 1A Division II. Johnson County and Scriven County face each other on Monday. That goes for the girls and the boys. The Burke County boys have advanced to the Elite Eight, playing Sonoraville on Monday, and the Hephzibah Rebels, they are playing LaGrange also on Monday. Now, as the Augusta men's golf team gets set to compete in the NCAA golf tournament, they'll be doing so with the momentum that comes with some extra accolades. The AU men's golf team, three-time defending Southland Conference champs, also dominated the Southland Conference postseason awards. Bo Blanchard was named Conference Golfer of the Year and the Newcomer of the Year, and Blanchard, Stefan Jacobs, and Chapman Barnett were named First Team All-Conference. Peter Rosu Jr. was selected to the second team, and Coach Stephen Payne was awarded the conference's Coach of the Year. That's it for sports. We will be back after this.
President Trump's to win the weather, you need to see the whole picture. That's why Live Fiber 6 gives you the Skyview network. Get a live view of traffic and weather from all over the CSRA. Available online 24 hours a day at WJBF.com and the free Live Fiber 6 mobile app. The WJBF Live Fiber 6 Skyview network, powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
And last but not least, it was graduation day for 12 students in Illinois with special needs.
They've been a part of a 6-week program where volunteers teach them tricks of the trade while around horses.
Amanda Brennan has the story.
What foot are we putting in first?
If you would have told 4th grader Garrett Doolin he'd be getting on a horse 6 weeks ago,
Grab that horn and do it.
he wouldn't have believed you. And quite frankly, neither would his mom.
When we first started, he was really nervous, didn't really want to come.
Let's get her going.
But Michael Sams and his team at Riding Warriors in Decatur is turning that mindset around. How do you feel now?
Excited.
Riding Warriors is a therapeutic horseback riding program for children with special needs.
To win the weather, you need to see the whole picture. That's why Live Fiber 6 gives you the Skyview network. Get a live view of traffic and weather from all over the CSRA. Available online 24 hours a day at WJBF.com and the free Live Fiber 6 mobile app. The WJBF Live Fiber 6 Skyview network, powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
And last but not least, it was graduation day for 12 students in Illinois with special needs.
They've been a part of a 6-week program where volunteers teach them tricks of the trade while around horses.
Amanda Brennan has the story.
What foot are we putting in first?
If you would have told 4th grader Garrett Doolin he'd be getting on a horse 6 weeks ago,
Grab that horn and do it.
he wouldn't have believed you. And quite frankly, neither would his mom.
When we first started, he was really nervous, didn't really want to come.
Let's get her going.
But Michael Sams and his team at Riding Warriors in Decatur is turning that mindset around. How do you feel now?
Excited.
Riding Warriors is a therapeutic horseback riding program for children with special needs.
See if you can get her nose to touch right there. Good. Excellent.
He and his family started the 6-week program last year, but this is the first official graduation ceremony for participants.
The horses don't care if they have special needs or not, and so it's just a level playing field.
Doolin has made a lot of progress since day one.
Yeah, buddy.
It's like an X, and I had to go over it, and I had to weave in and out of 3 poles.
It's something making his mom proud.
It just gives the kids a sense of that growth, and they can see that things that are scary at first and maybe seem big and overwhelming are really just loving characters.
Good job. Sam's knows that too and is reminded of the progress every time a child accomplishes something they once never thought possible.
When you come to do this, you're definitely re-energized, where you're just like, gosh, just see the excitement and the joy. Some of the kids, don't really want to get out and do a whole lot.
But he says when it comes to this, they're begging parents for a pair of boots so they can get back out on a horse confidently and continue doing what they love.
Do you think you're going to come back?
Yes.
Oh,
What an awesome organization that they have going on.
That's amazing. I mean, anytime you're doing things to bring some joy into special needs kids' lives, I mean, it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Always a fun time.
Yeah, it looks like a fun time riding the horses. I haven't been on a horse in years.
I have never ridden a horse before.
Really?
That is on my bucket list of things to learn.
Gotta get Gabriel on a horse.
Gotta try. Gotta try.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, that could kind of be related to sports.
Maybe
You know,
could.
you could get on a horse for the sports.
Right. Polo, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do that here. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I'd love to see it. Well, our forecast is showing a chance of rain this weekend. It won't be a complete washout, but during Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning, we'll have pop-up showers and storms, more widespread rain coming in late at night. Temperatures are staying very warm for now, then we're back down to 80 on Sunday. Near average temperatures most of next week with lows back to the lower 50s.
The news continues at the top of the hour on News Channel 6 at 11.
And Hogan's Heroes is next.